now that it's Ramadan, or when it was Ramadan, the sun sets very early now that it's winter. So I'm finding that I'm closing the shop and I'm running out of the door trying to get home because I can't allow anyone else to close the door because all the responsibility is on me. So I run out and I realise I haven't got anything to break my fast on, even though the sun's come down. So I run into Coles or one of the supermarkets and I buy, the only thing they had was packaged dry dates. I couldn't even get fresh dates.
We four Muslims in Australia, keeping it real. We don't want no fame and no record deal. All we want in this game is a little respect. We want to show you how it is, so you don't forget. Don't forget, don't forget. Show you how it is, so you don't forget. To all the Asians in spring.
I'm trying to get home quickly. You can see it's dark. I haven't broken my fast, I'm still hungry. So you saw me go into Coles and I just bought some dates. And so I opened that up and I'm sitting there and I'm eating it in the car and I'm driving home as fast as I can. Bismillah. And to break your fast in Australia in summer is about at 10 o'clock at night. So now I love it. About 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, alhamdulillah, we get to eat straight away. So it's become a lot easier. And when I get home, I would like to say dinner was ready, but my wife was waiting for me to help her cook because my son's running around and he wants you to pick him up, he wants to cook with you, and he's only 2. So as hungry as I am, I still have to come home and help the wife make the dinner.
Making chicken cream pasta bake today. So chicken with some sour cream and broccoli, and it's just got herbs in it. So that's what we'll be making today.
Just stirring through the onion, the garlic into the chicken. I'm just trying to get the chicken all cooked.
So some mushrooms, some champignons, just chopped up champignons.
She likes to talk, but not enough cooking. Careful, you're on camera. So I was helping her cook and I'm helping her manage my son, change his nappy, put him down, trying to get him to eat. And by the time, alhamdulillah, we did get to eat, you just and you hit ding ding ding, all right. We were really hungry. So it's every day it's like that. I wouldn't say it's a once off. Every day it's like that unless I've got my day off. And even my days off are really, really hard. So I try and take my wife out when it's a day off so that she has a rest from cooking and I have a rest from taking care of my son while she's cooking and we get to eat on time. Alhamdulillah, so it's all right.
I'm excited from you. Well, it's time for bed. It's time for bed. doesn't like going to bed. Come on out. Yeah. I got you.
Alright, so this is my lunch break now. This is the only time I can get out of the office to actually go and buy the things that I need to eat. So I'm on my lunch break now and I'm going to go find something to eat. Something so I can break my fast on tonight, inshallah.
So even though
Okay, so I'm just going to go to the sweets, nuts and coffee shop, see if they've got anything that I can break my fast on tonight. This is my lunch break now. So hopefully I can be back in time. Let's go.
Wars crushing hopes and dreams, it's a noun. You have the right to resist against your occupier, and you must persist under international laws as time began. The right to resist was known throughout the lands. Germany in World War II occupied the Jew. In Europe, atrocities were savagery. They didn't sit down like a bunch of chumps. They
I think I bought a bit too much, man. I'm very hungry. That's why they say you should never buy on an empty stomach when you're fasting. So half a kilo of spicy nuts, half a kilo of my favorite dates. They say in Melbourne, if you don't like the weather, you just wait 1 minute. Because before, it wasn't raining at all. But in Melbourne, it's raining like this. Wait 1 minute, maybe the sun will be shining. Always like this in Melbourne.
Now don't get me wrong, Judaism ain't to blame, but we must understand that Zionism ain't the same. Now I know you're mad at me, blunt brutality. The Z got no link to Jewish spirituality. Now you wanna twist, call me terrorist.
So on the train, normally, I break my fast on some dates. Here in Australia, they don't give us time to, we can't finish much earlier. I've got an arrangement with my boss. I can leave half an hour earlier, which is still, I have to break my fast on the train. But it's much better than if I was to finish at 5 o'clock exactly, because then it's much more difficult. So I leave work half an hour early just during Ramadan. I get on the train, break my fast on the train. Okay, so I just finished work. A very long day at the office, and I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm very hungry, so I'm going to go home and I'm going to raid the fridge. Only about 3 minutes to home. Timur lives right across the road. Maybe he's made me something. Inshallah. So this is Timur's house, and this is my house, right across the road.
St Kilda merupakan sebuah bandar kecil yang terletak di pinggiran kota Melbourne. Sebuah lokasi yang sangat hampir dengan pelabuhan Phillip Bay. Salah satu tarikan utama bandar ini adalah pantainya yang indah dan sering menjadi tumpuan pelancong tempatan dan asing yang ingin meluangkan waktu di resort tepi laut yang ada di pantai ini. Setiap hari Ahad, pantai St Kilda akan bertukar meriah kerana meraihkan pesta seni yang telah dimulakan semenjak tahun 1980-an. Semenjak dikomersilkan pada tahun 1981, bandar dan pantai yang menjadi mercu tanda pelancongan St Kilda telah menarik hampir 500,000 pelancong dalam dan luar negara setiap tahun. Selain imej pelancongan yang popular, pantai St Kilda juga mempunyai pemecah ombak atau gelombang yang sangat panjang, selain menjadi pusat perlindungan kepada sebuah koloni penguin.
So the other night I was rushing home from work and we needed to make dinner. But the miss was missing this one spice, this one particular spice. She said, Jihad, I can't finish the meal without this particular spice. So I jumped in the car and I went looking for the spice. A lot of the shops were closed, but there's a few that I know of. And I went into one and I went up and down the store. I thought 100% I'll have this spice because this shop is an Indian shop. They have all the spices you can think of. All right, okay, bye. I can't find it. I'm looking for the spice that I need. Lemi said that she wants this specific spice so she can make the dinner for iftar tonight, but I can't find it. Okay, there's no, they don't have the spices that I'm looking for, so I have to try and go to another supermarket and see if I can find it. And everything, hopefully it's not closed, hopefully it's open. Let's have a... So the supermarket we're going to now, this supermarket is fully owned by Lebanese Muslims, and it's the only supermarket in Melbourne that I know of that serves everything is halal. Everything. It's very rare in Australia because in Australia it's hard to get halal food a lot. So Bismillah. Let's see if this supermarket's got it. This supermarket's usually got everything. I'll be very surprised if they don't have it. So, hey, what are you doing here? And subhanAllah, I saw Timur in there as well, and he was doing his shopping.
Well, I didn't even know Jihad was going to be there. We live in the same area, so we live literally across the road from each other. He just rocks up and he's like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Hey." So it was weird, but you know, it's something that happens often.
He's told me about. So I went in there and I found the spice. So alhamdulillah, I took it home and we were able to make the meal that we wanted to make.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Let's eat.
The Mies is just getting the food already, and Taman's here too.
Oh, good. Hey.
Tonight we had iftar at my sister's house, sister and my brother-in-law's house.
How are you going?
Welcome home. Thank you. Did you bring everything?
Yeah.
What the parsley?
Do you want to make a rice, Tamid?
Let's struggle.
Salmon can pack up the dishes. All Arabic meals. Sometimes we make the easy meals, so sometimes.
Tomato roll. Sure. Lots of people, when they're buying it from the shop, they handle them with their dirty hands. Khair, it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. You just cut them up, put them in. It's good for your immune system. If you get a bit of germs and stuff, it makes you stronger. But yeah, Lemis didn't like that very much. But it doesn't matter. Put it in the salad. Make us stronger. No problem. I'm just going to pack some for Timur before we break our fast. Because it's such good food, I have to give him some. Oh, it's cold out here. Okay. Hello, Timur. Jihad, open the door.
Excellent.
There you go, man. We're about to break fast, man. I thought I'd give you some.
Oh, you're the best. I haven't cooked for you yet.
Oh, don't worry
What
about
did you cook me?
It's just tortellini. Italiano.
Snap!
Yeah.
When I finish it, I'll make some kofte, bro.
Yeah?
Kofte and bulgur.
Yeah, say kifte.
Kofte.
Kifte.
Kofte.
In the way he says kifte, you can say
Hey, you guys say kofta, yeah?
go with
kifte.
big box.
Alright, so we'll see you soon, huh?
Alright, no.
Excellent.
Come over afterwards.
Yeah, we will.
Alright,
I'm gonna come have your sweets, bro.
No worries. Thanks for that.
Easy. Look. Oh, yeah. That's some tortellini with, what are these? I have no idea. Almonds.
We've got cuisines from all over the world today. We've got India, Italy, Turkey.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, we the other night, you know, we cooked an iftar at my house. I think the hardest part of fasting is the last 10 minutes. We made something called kofte. As you can see, you know, we made kofte, which is minced meat with parsley and onions and all different types of herbs and spices in it. And then, you know, you roll it with your hand, and you know, sometimes we put a little bit of water so it doesn't stick to your hand, and you kind of roll it with your hand, and you make a little patty. we made something called it's like a kind of like a couscous, but it's a Turkish version. And we also, have our dates where we always, which is always good to break your fast with dates. Something dry or is always good to break your fast with.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh Allah, thank you for blessing us with this great food that we have in front of us. Oh yeah, kofta made by me. Look at that. Huh? Perfect. Good, isn't it? Yes, Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Perpustakaan Negeri Victoria merupakan perpustakaan yang paling tua di Australia. Idea pembinaannya diasaskan oleh Sir Raymond Barry, seorang peguam yang berasal dari Ireland tetapi datang untuk bermastautin di Melbourne pada tahun 1839. Ditubuhkan pada tahun 1854, perpustakaan ini menyimpan khazanah yang boleh dijadikan cermin terhadap pembangunan budaya dan sosial penduduk Melbourne semenjak 150 tahun lalu. Perpustakaan Negeri Victoria ini turut bertindak sebagai sebuah institusi yang bertanggungjawab mendokumentasi dan memelihara warisan sejarah. Pada tahun 1856, perpustakaan ini telah dibuka secara rasmi dengan menempatkan sejumlah 3,846 buah buku. Kini, terdapat lebih 2 juta buah buku dan berpuluh ribu keping gambar, peta dan manuskrip serta artifak yang ditempatkan di perpustakaan ini. Tidak sekadar itu, perpustakaan ini turut memiliki koleksi buku-buku klasik yang sangat bernilai hasil karya penulis Australia dan juga penulis dari bangsa asing. Ada di antara buku-buku ini ditulis pada abad ke-17. Perpustakaan ini dibuka setiap hari kecuali cuti umum. Penjara lama Melbourne yang terletak di Jalan Colin West ini telah dibina pada tahun 1839 hasil reka bentuk seorang jurutera penjara berbangsa British yang bernama Joshua Jebb. Pada sekitar 1842 hingga 1929, penjara ini pernah menjadi saksi kepada 135 banduan yang mati di tali gantung. Walaupun pernah menjalani beberapa renovasi penambah besaran, namun penjara ini tetap padat dengan banduan dan akhirnya pada tahun 1970, jawatan kuasa panel penjara telah mengesyorkan agar penjara lama ini perlu ditutup agar banduan-banduan yang menjadi penghuninya dapat dipindahkan ke tempat yang lebih sesuai. Akhirnya, pada tahun 1929, penjara lama ini telah ditutup secara rasmi. Kini, ianya telah dijadikan sebagai monumen tumpuan pelancong setelah ianya diiktiraf Majlis Amanah Kebangsaan Australia sebagai sebuah bangunan bersejarah pada tahun 1972. Majlis Amanah Australia adalah sebuah organisasi pemeliharaan yang terbesar di Australia. Matlamat utamanya adalah untuk menjaga dan memelihara warisan Australia agar kekal untuk dinikmati oleh generasi akan datang.
So for Jum'ah prayer, I normally go to the one that's closest to my work. If it was my choice and I could go to any masjid in Melbourne, there's certain ones that I prefer to go to, like the Coburg Mosque, just because they speak in English and I understand the lectures better and I really like the way the Sheikh talks. But I go to the RMIT University Masjid, which is, mashallah, a very good masjid. Lots of international students, Indians, Malaysians, Pakistanis, lots of brothers from the Middle East, from Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. That's where I normally go. Normally I don't have that long for breaks, so I go and I pray. If I have time, I do my sunnah after, and then I quickly rush back to work. So after the Jummah, I met a Korean person, his name was Daniel, and he was interested in Islam. He didn't understand much English, so it was very hard to communicate. But from what I understood, he was interested in Islam, so I gave him as much information as I could, but I really didn't know what kind of things he wanted to know about Islam because he couldn't speak English and it was very hard to communicate. So I gave him my number, and inshallah, if he's interested, he'll give me a call and I can direct him to the right place.
We four Muslims in Australia, keeping it real. We don't want no fame and no record deal. All we want in this game is a little respect. We want to show you how it is, so you don't forget. Don't forget, don't forget. Show you how it is, so you don't forget.
Okay, so I'm going into a meeting now. It's a meeting for a charity for Palestine. They've asked me to come on board because I'm part of the Brotherhood and they know that I've got a lot of influence in the Muslim community here, and I've got a lot of contacts and everything, so I don't really know what to expect. This is the first committee meeting, so inshallah if it works out well and we can change something and we can get people to raise money for Palestine and raise money for orphans, then it's a good thing. So inshallah it goes well. I was recently contacted by this brother. His name's Al, and he's a Palestinian brother who is trying to form a committee to do a charity for Palestinians. So he asked me to jump on board and be part of the committee because I'm part of the Brotherhood. He knows that I've got lots of contacts in the Muslim community and outside the Muslim community. Basically what it is that they're trying to get it so that people who pay their bills for companies, like whether it's their telephone bill or their gas bill or whatever, a percentage of that goes towards Palestine and goes towards orphans in Palestine.
Jihad will be a very good contributor. He's into hip hop, he's into poetry, he's into spreading the message. So we need someone like that on our team.
So alhamdulillah, it was a good meeting. So the reason why they asked me to come on board is because I'm part of the Brotherhood, and I've organised concerts before and I've organised events, and we're pretty influential in the community here in Melbourne. So it's a really good idea, and inshallah it takes off. So now we have to find sponsors and we have to try and get a marketing campaign going so people can come to the event.
All right, so we're just arriving to camp. What's it called, Jed?
Jungai.
Jungai.
Camp Jungai.
Camp Jungai.
Oh, Jihad! That's what they like to call us. We want to speak our mind, but they just ignore us. Frustration building and they asking what's the fuss. They make me want to cuss and just cause ruckus. They make me want to bust. They try to earn my trust. I want to be just and live righteous. So I ease my mind, man, call the chorus. Bo brother, bo brotherhood. Bo brother, bo brotherhood. Brotherhood is what this nation needs. For young bloods to lift up the self-esteem. For young bloods to aspire to the dream. The brotherhood is what we need.
Hello. Hello. Hello.